figure on square footage of building.
I just want to make a statement. Since the council will be the ultimate decision maker on this, I mean, I have no problem with suggestions that we provide them with some number and where we got, for example, from the tax records, because the current owner is paying taxes on this much property, and of that property, there is so many square feet that is buildable. I have no problem with that, but in the end, it really doesn't make a difference. The council will decide, given the appropriate information, whether the density is appropriate and whether the redevelopment should take place. So that's my 2 cents. Do with it.
So I would argue that, so the statement that we have under procedural history, and it's the first article, first paragraph, where it's the first time that I've seen 296,717 square feet mentioned. And if we're going to mention that, and it does say that it's based on tax assessor's records, so that's fine. But I think we also need to have a statement in there that says this is as contrasted with the developer's architect who identified 227,000, whatever it was, square feet, which is their basis for 127 units. I think that needs to, if we're going to do this, and I don't disagree with you, Armin, the town council is going to make this decision, then let's give them all the facts, let's not hide things, and let's state that in here. So I would like to see that change to number 1, and since we're talking about changes, I have 2 other items that I would like to see changed.
Okay.
Hang on 1 second, I just want to make sure I have the first one down.
Yep.
So it would be on the second page.
On the second page, probably in the first sentence on the second page, where we say mill building contains 296,717 square feet, I would add something in there as contrasted with the developer's own architect's calculation of whatever that number was, and I don't recall what it was.
227, 286.
Please, no comments from the audience.
So it was 227,000, whatever, which the developer used as a basis for their request of 127 units.
Okay.
Could I
We're gonna-
ask something? Where did they get the square footage? Was it in the records? I mean, this project's been going on for a long time, and somebody must have came up with the square footage many years ago. So maybe the architect took it from our records. That's what I'm fearing. We have nothing against it.
Our records come from the tax assessor, which
Right.
actually would have at some point probably come from one of the companies that we hire every few years to, or every 10 years to do a full reval. That's probably where they would have come from.
Yeah, so, I mean,
But that's where the number we get for the 296,000. I just want to say procedurally, I think we need to do these one at a time. I think we have a motion pending for an amendment. I think you need to discuss that, vote on it, and then if you've got another amendment you want to make the amendment, discuss it, and vote on it. But we can't keep lumping them all in together.
I agree, Eddie.
We'll get lost and confused.
Did they actually vote on the first one?
No, they haven't. You're still discussing the first one.
So let's table what I just said until we finish this first one.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you had a motion and a second to amend the draft decision per the solicitor's recommended edits.
That's right. I made them.
You made the motion and
Right.
Armin seconded it.
So, I
all
mean,
in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Everyone said aye.
Yes.
Okay. And now Steve's recommendation is
Yeah. And so there are three areas in here that I wanted to address. Andy, should we just address one at a time?
I think so, yeah.